Yo, you listening to the Oprah Rose Show with TT and Gigi, and yeah, get it poppin'.
Thoughts. Everything begins with thoughts.
She's a slut, she's a hoe, she's this, she's that.
We say to girls, you can have ambition, but not too much.
It's about people being uncomfortable with women owning their sexuality.
What is the truest, highest vision that you hold for yourself?
I'm a real ass bitch, and I'm gonna get everything that I'm gonna get on my own.
I know for sure. You don't get what you wish for. You get what you believe in.
You know how Rich McCall got the shoe cam?
Yeah, we need a watch cam.
Wendy Williams got the watch
Oh, yeah.
cam. That's the watch the guy that sat next to
How's the hair underneath the hat?
I don't know. And that's actually not mine.
Ooh,
I don't know.
it's G.
Is it?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
Oh,
It
from
was
this
really
side.
long.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
That
got
is
it.
not
Right,
mine.
like it gotta be between the two of y'all.
My Indian Remy.
Yeah. Yeah, he had that one on the guy that I was like, let's get on my nerves, and then became my friend on my flight.
Oh yeah.
This like, yeah, this like white gay. We're gonna
Wrong guy, go down there.
you said what?
We'll have to go down there.
Sorry. Okay. Anyhow. Okay.
So is there like an in?
Oh, sorry. We will intro.
My
So we
sister.
will do our intro,
Please,
and then
please.
we'll do our intro, and then we will introduce you, and then that's when you can start to talk.
Word. Okay.
Oh, please. He gonna do it from your phone.
Oh, okay, yeah, perfect.
Oh, you don't have to do just the.
Just video.
Yeah, just some video.
All right. Look at you helping us out.
We ready? I love this little thing.
Thank you, babe.
It's giving Steven Spielberg. Hi.
Hi, guys.
What's up? All right, we're gonna start.
We will introduce ourselves.
All right.
Once we introduce
All right.
give me the thing. Give me some. Hi.
Hi, guys.
What's up?
I'm TT.
I'm Gigi.
And I'm Didi.
This is episode 229 of the LA edition of the Oprah Rose Show.
We are still in LA.
Nigga! It's been so long.
And you're having a blast.
I mean, if you listen to the last episode, T just might be making a move. Shit.
No, T never said that. She just said she's like open to it. She
said
doesn't
she
hate it
open.
as much. Yeah.
I know y'all going to Atlanta. That's okay. I'm happy to have a positive influence on the West Coast vibes.
Yeah. No, we got people over here.
It's getting better.
Yeah, it makes it feel like home when we come visit because you're here.
Yeah, it does.
Good.
I've only ever come here for work. And so I think that's why I associate with LA is just like work. I don't think I've ever come here just to be like, oh, I'm just go kick it.
Yeah.
Like, and then that time we went to Palm Springs, so
Right.
we weren't in LA.
Yeah.
So
I've come to kick it. I came for Halloween.
Never.
With my girls to come kick it. Yeah.
I mean, California is a beautiful state in general.
That's true. It is bigger than LA.
Oh, yeah.
Much bigger than LA.
So much bigger than LA.
Oh, okay. I was like, what? Okay,
Yeah.
I got that. Okay.
As always, like, rate, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Check us out on the socials.
The Patreon, we have a lot of good, I want to say like after hours conversations with our guests from this LA trip. So make sure you check out the Patreon. Sorry, I'm drinking sparkling water. And as always, like, comment, subscribe. You said that.
Yes.
But write in any of your listener letters to the oprahroseshow@gmail.com.
Yes. I'm excited about today.
Me too.
You want to know why? Actually, G should do the introduction.
Yes, she absolutely should.
Yeah.
Wow. So, I mean, my baby daddy, like, yeah, the man that trapped me, happily trapped me.
Not trapped.
Yes, he is also one of my closest friends, pre-child, which has been like an interesting but also great turn of events. Also creator, business owner, entrepreneur, art enthusiast, father, style icon. No. No, but punch. It's at its punch. Yeah.
Come on.
Welcome, babe.
Thanks for having me.
We're gonna complete this boyfriend trinity of the Oprah Rose Show.
I really think that 6'6" Poppy came
Has
on
been
an
on.
episode.
I don't remember. But
You gotta get him on.
We do.
Yeah.
I haven't seen G so giddy to introduce a guest before. Actually,
Wow.
like.
I love to see it. Hashtag Black Love. Love it. Especially in LA.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, we have talked
Yeah,
about
you have
that
to
too.
listen.
We
child.
have.
You got to claim that damn Black love in LA.
Yeah.
Punch, well, we are so happy to have you here.
I'm happy to be here.
Yeah.
Like you said, oh my gosh, your newest role, Dad. So crazy. Like your newest title. I think I want to add another title, like King of Digital. In the music space, like I have probably called Punch so many times. Like, is this really right? Like, what does this even mean? Like,
Yeah.
I all things digital and music as well.
Thank you. We're also like basically a digital staffing agency at this point. 'Cause
Yeah.
You always call me like, yo, I need this. And
Every time I'm like, I need somebody that works in digital. I need somebody that works in digital. It's like literally, I think I've hit you 5 times for it. Like, This is obviously like the fastest growing, I feel like, department, at a label or in music. So y'all are super vital to everything that happens and goes on.
Yeah, it's crazy because it all started just fucking around on Twitter.
Really?
Really?
Like when you
On
say
Twitter?
that, like how though?
I mean, so like my history in digital, really, I was just fucking around on Twitter. And I would just be bored. I was working at a call center. I think I told you that.
Yeah, that you told me. But I was thinking about your Tumblr, not Twitter per se. But I guess that makes sense.
It started from Twitter and then Tumblr. Tumblr is like when the creative shit started. But really, I would just be like, so I worked at an inbound call center, and I'd just be sitting there like bored as fuck. And so while I had the free time, I'd just be trolling people. Yeah, that's how I met Raheem too.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we met
You
on
were
Twitter.
a troll that turned trolling into a business.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't do it anymore.
Right. But that's how it started.
Yeah, I mean that's the condensed version. It's a little. I was a blogger before that, but I really took off from Twitter. I was actually lit on Twitter at a point.
I'm like 2010 Twitter, 2009.
2009.
Okay.
2008.
Oh, that's when you could say anything.
Oh,
Yeah.
That was Wild Wild West Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a Twitter anymore because of that. But yeah.
And
Really?
we used to work together.
Yeah, we used to work together. But what happened was, so like I would just be trolling on Twitter, and then what happened was there's this whole new job called I think it was called interactive media. It wasn't even called digital marketing at the time. It was called interactive media or something, and then a label reached out. I got hired on the spot, and then I started working at Motown. I feel like you were at Motown at the same time, or
I don't
Universal?
I think
remember
we.
Motown.
Is that when I met?
Yeah.
That's when I think I met you. We're. I don't even know if we were all at Motown at the same time.
Because I don't remember you at Motown.
And
at
I
all.
do, because with Bianca, right?
Yeah.
Oh, but then that might have been there because I didn't leave until the
merge.
The merge into Republic, and I was laid off.
Yeah, I don't remember it, child.
Yeah. So then I was at Motown, and then I seen you on my first day.
For real?
Yeah, you walked in. I was like, yo, this girl is loud as fuck.
Wait, what?
I never told you that.
No, yeah. Are you serious?
And man, jewelry.
Yeah.
He always talks about
Wait,
how.
what? That was your first impression?
That was literally my first impression.
Is that I was loud?
With mad jewelry.
Yeah, I was
I
like,
remember you used to always say that I did wear a lot of jewelry.
Yo,
I toned down.
You literally just bust in the office. Da 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 da. I hate this project. Da da da.
Nothing has changed. Wow, I'm the
Nothing
same
has
person
changed.
from 2010. Are you serious? That's crazy that was your. Somebody said that their impression, what they would think of me, they don't know me that well. It's like from my Instagram at least, is that I'm just like always complaining and working out. And I was like, yeah, and I love TikTok.
That's accurate.
So, yeah, like it's very, for someone that does not know me, I was like, yeah, you're kind of right. So yeah, same bitch, different times, different day.
That's funny.
I'm dead. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna be quiet for the rest of the episode.
No, the Beyonce of the group cannot be
Yeah,
quiet.
It's gonna last 2 seconds.
Of course. Okay, so I'm like, so you were there, and then what did that?
So I was there for like 3 months, and then I got laid off. I forgot what other type of merger. I think it was it was some shit. I think Motown got condensed into a boutique agent.
Okay, so
label.
the same. Okay, so I guess we were there at the same time, but I just didn't cross paths.
Yeah, we probably didn't cross paths. And so,
Wow.
All
yeah.
on the same floor.
Right.
I was on the radio floor, so I wasn't.
Yeah, you were
well,
on a different floor
Yeah,
than everybody.
I
Yeah.
think I was on 8, and everyone else was on 7 or something like that.
And I was on the shared services floor. I think you were on the same floor too.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I was so loud. I don't know.
Right. We could hear you and feel and know where
Wow.
you're at.
You know, it's just a lot of energy more so.
I
But
didn't
you
mind
gotta
it.
bring the vibes.
Right.
You gotta
Somebody
bring
has to.
the vibes. Okay, and then next what happened?
So I got laid off, right? I got laid off on a Friday, and I was walking down the
Damn.
street. Yeah, I was salty, man. So I was walking down the street, and you know, I'm coming fresh, like damn near from Atlanta, and we smoke Black and Miles hella. So I was smoking a Black and Miles, and then I ran into Ayal.
Oh
As I'm
wow.
walking down the street, right? And I'm walking down the street, and then he says, "Hey, buddy, yo, I threw that Black and Miles so fast." I was just like, "Hey, what's up?" And he was like, "Man, me and Joey, we were just talking about you, and we want to bring you to Warner." And then that's
Are you serious?
yeah.
Wow.
The day I get laid off.
Wow. That is very serious. Yeah, come on, universe.
Right.
It was.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then what did you think when you met me at Warner? This is funny because you tell me this all the time.
Oh, yeah. I was like, she's a bitch.
It's not where I thought we were going.
Wow. Oh my God. Maybe it's you. Maybe
like-
you were projecting.
He
nigga.
like asked me a question, and I was just very.
You were like,
cool.
I don't know. It was something. He was working on something. I think it was like, it wasn't Young Jeezy because he wasn't signed to Warner, but it was some artist.
I think
It was something.
I've heard that about me too, but I think sometimes it's also different. Like, you know how someone can give you a perspective of someone that they work with, but like if you're friends with them, you're like, oh, they're not like that.
Right.
Like, because when you are, you know, in a work environment with someone, like it's tense, you know, and it's like a lot. So your perception, I feel like, is typically going to be different. So
Yeah.
while you're like probably asking a question, I can't remember who it was. Somebody used to always ask me one question like every day about a mentor of ours. And I used to be like, I don't know, nigga, I don't got no tracker on her. And that's literally, that's how he remembers. I was like, I was literally at work, like, I don't know,
That
nigga.
was me.
Yeah, like, I was like Jada Pinkett and like Woo or some shit, like filing nails and shit. Like, I don't know, nigga. I don't know. Like, that's actually, yeah, I don't know. You might want to ask. And he used to be like, oh, I was just asking a question. Well, don't. How about that?
How
Okay?
about that?
Don't ask.
That's
But like,
funny.
you kind of, and you know, we had an episode, I think 2 episodes ago, and we were talking about like mean girls in the industry and everything. And it's like, you don't want to be that. But again, there's like so much, I think, that people don't understand that like goes on in the day and that you're dealing with. So it's like, when you come like with not stupid questions, but like a certain energy sometimes it is like, do you know what I was going through today, nigga?
Did you ask me how are you before you walked over here?
So that was my thing with that particular, I just remember who it was. That was always my thing. He never asked me like, hey, how are you? It would literally be like, where is she? And I was like, I don't.
You know,
Do I look like the LAPD?
I
know.
need salutations.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm a person too.
Yeah, and it's like for me to be someone that does not do them in text message, like in person, I don't play that. Like you cannot just like jump out the gate and just start like talking with
It takes
saying
literally
hi.
30 seconds. to
Yeah,
have a
like hey,
convo,
like what's going on? Something.
Like, did you go out for lunch
Right.
today?
Even
Nah,
if you don't
yeah.
give a fuck.
Yeah,
Like,
just-
we know.
yeah.
Nobody
Right.
cares.
Right.
But
At least hi.
yeah.
You know. So guys, so you've had a career, back to your storied career. So you were at Motown Warner.
Warner, and then I moved out to LA, and then I was working for under Ayal, strictly on MMG. That's when Maybach Music Group was a thing, so I was focused on that. And then another merger happened. These fucking mergers,
Yeah.
story of my life. So then, if you worked at Warner Brother Records in LA, then you had to stay in LA. And if you worked on Warner Brother Records in New York, then you got to go. You got to stay in New York. But I wanted to get back to New York so fucking bad that I told Ayal, I was like, bro, please just lie and say that on the sheet that I live in New York. And then so I ended up going back to New York.
Got it.
And then we merged with Atlantic. Me and Janae.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so then next thing you know,
Yeah.
And y'all stayed friends.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were friends at Warner, Atlantic. Yeah.
Yeah.
So when she was the bitch, how did we turn that into friendship?
Right.
Like,
That didn't deter me at all. I like this.
He's like, challenge. Challenge accepted.
Like, bling. Yeah. So, but the more we talk, I was like, she's from the Midwest. I'm from the Midwest. Super cool. But yeah, so then we were at Atlantic. We weren't getting paid anything. And at some point, I was just like, yo, we're going nowhere fast. Yo, I was living, remember I had that house on 125th and 2nd?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yo, it was like the Walking Dead, like, mad, like, crackheads outside.
Oh, we were just talking about that, too, off the 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yep.
It's
It is a
still
dark
like
place.
that, actually. It is still like that.
Yeah.
But that was a cute apartment. I remember you moved in there.
Well, you know,
And I brought you a blanket or some shit.
Yeah, you know I keep the aesthetics. I'm going to make it work no matter where I'm at.
A blanket, a pillow, something. Yeah.
Yeah,
You had no blanket?
I
That
ain't
was
had
like
no
a
bed.
new, he ain't had no bed.
We went to IKEA
Yeah.
the next day.
Yeah.
So what was you sleeping on, my nigga?
The floor.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we had a collective. It was me, Chanel, and Brianna, and we were all responsible for Punch. It was like
Oh, yeah.
this thing. It was, you know, black women always taking care of somebody, but
Always.
it was like a funny thing because we'd be like, oh, maybe you should, you know, you've been to the doctor, like, oh, he need to go to the doctor. It was just like this fun,
Help him
like
get
let's
his
help
passport.
Punch get his whole shit together.
Oh my god.
So everyone had their duties. So then when he moved into his spot on 125th, it was like, all right, how are you set up? Let's make
Yeah.
sure you straight, you know.
And you took,
And then,
you took
yeah.
me to IKEA the next day.
Black
Yep.
women always doing the work. I mean,
Yep.
always.
Could you have imagined then that
No.
y'all two would be sitting here now?
He
I
did.
could.
I didn't.
Yeah, I could.
He had the foresight.
My
I did
foresight
not.
is nasty. I told her in 2013 it was going to happen. And she tweeted something. I got to find that tweet. She was like, you're not even in the friend zone. You're in the family zone. I'm like, I'm like,
Like as a like she replied that to you.
I forgot
or
I forgot the context of it. I got to go
Yeah.
back and find it. But yeah, I'm really in the family zone now. So
Right. Yeah. Y'all are essentially
Oh,
a
right.
family. Yeah.
prophecy fulfilled.
Right. Oh my god.
even with the baby. So everybody on the show knows about Jessie.
Okay.
We like love her. Like she just be in the background
doll.
chilling, like dance
Yeah.
class, the whole thing. So like, how does it feel being a dad?
It's fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like endless entertainment. Because every day she comes up with something new. It's just, I love it.
Oh.
I've had so much like dad or parent energy.
Yeah.
Actually, every episode but one for the
Right.
last few episodes have been like
Oh yeah.
a lot
Yeah.
of like parent energy. I love
It's,
it.
it's gonna happen for us.
We're like maybe one day.
I'm
The
trying to get some
girls who
more
want
kids.
their eggs cracked.
Right.
Right. You said you try to have some more?
Absolutely.
Are you one of those like, oh, I'm trying to have as many kids as I can afford, or just like 2 more?
I'm trying to have as many children as possible. We talked about this.
Oh my god. How do you feel about this?
My compromise is one more.
Yeah.
That's my compromise.
I think
Because I'm
you know,
like content.
yeah.
But yeah, it's a lot to only have one child. I feel like it's a lot on them, right? Because at some point, God willing, we'll pass on before her. And that is a lot to leave on one person, like when you think about it in the grander scheme of things. And so I don't know that I want to like leave her like that, I guess.
And it just helps you too. Like,
And it
in that
helps,
sense,
yeah.
Yeah, like
Um,
I'm somewhere. Go kick
It does,
little
yeah. She
back.
got somebody
Yeah.
to boss around. She needs somebody to boss around other than me and him.
Right.
Because she clearly bosses us around. So she needs that. She would be great at that. It's me. It's me. I'm the I don't like the pregnancy.
I've never been pregnant. And
I
don't
ain't
wanna
like
be
the
pregnant.
baby
Me neither.
stage.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to be pregnant. Shit.
Like we just
we
had
need to start talking
good
about
in the
that.
previous episode. We had good moms, bad choices, and I think Mila mentioned that she liked the baby phase and was like 3 to 7. Like you need to
Right.
be, and I'm kind of like the opposite. Like I did not like the baby. Like it was cool. Don't get me wrong, but I like the independency. I like that you can communicate. You can tell me what's wrong. You can use the bathroom on your own.
Yeah.
You can, I can leave you somewhere and
Right.
it's fine. I like more of an independent child. So the thought of going back to that is like,
You need
it's very
that
choking.
everything.
Yeah. Like
Everything.
yeah,
yes, it's a lot.
it is.
I'll take one more. I'll take what I can get.
Nah, I'll take what I can get. Oh my god.
So in part of it, are you both like, keeping Jessie like cultured and like introducing her to like the arts? And I know she does dance class.
Mm-hmm.
She does a dance class on every Saturday.
Every Saturday. Yeah.
Early as hell.
Yeah.
8 a.m.
Yeah, that's so early. I was like, they ain't got no 9 a.m. class. Shit. I was like, the fuck? Yeah, I was like, that's so early. Yeah, my nephew be at soccer games at like 8:30. Like they be back home at 10. I was like, yo, I'm not even up. Like what?
Yeah.
And the game started at 8:30.
Right, started. Like it's so ridiculous. It's so crazy.
Yeah.
So how do you both maintain making sure that she's cultured in the arts, and like what do you see more with that?
Well, I mean, obviously she holds down the dance side and everything Afrocentric. That's kind of like her thing.
Come on, Afrocentric.
Like I know I'm black, but he reminds me that I'm blackity black.
Blackity black.
Oh my
I can't help it.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I do think one, and I'm not saying that black people aren't affluent, but like the higher up you go, I think it is something that you kind of do have to maintain. Like you guys are, especially when you don't have like a lot of family around, right? So a lot of times you could just like leave your kid with the rest of your family members and you kind of, you're immersed in that culture. Like when we're moving to all of these different cities, you don't have that, you don't have like a big family structure to just like leave around. You like, the recipes is getting passed down. So it's almost like you have to be really intentional about like, okay, we're going to this school, or like whether it be like this playground or, this dance school and stuff like that. Cause like my parents were like that. I only went to like black school, like dance schools, and like it had to be like you gotta do something. It gotta be black. Like you can't have black dolls. It was like, all right, okay, Jesus Christ, okay, I know Barbie White, but like that was like forbidden in my house. Like it was quiet. It was no such thing as like blonde hair, blue eyes, Barbie dolls. And so now,
I'm not opposed.
But you went to a private or Catholic school?
Yeah, I went to a Catholic school. So there
and I
there was
like
that intentionality. Yeah, that you have to be.
I like that balance.
Yeah, that there was definitely a balance, right? That it wasn't, because I think I was in white school, like predominantly white schools, that when you came home though, it was like I said, everything else, like that I was, anything like extracurricular, like outside of school was definitely black for sure.
Okay.
So, and that's why I said in here specifically in LA, obviously there's black pockets of LA, but you have to, I think, be intentional with it. I mean, again,
absolutely.
this is coming from somebody that ain't got no damn kids.
No, that's important. I mean, like when I grew up, like my mom would just like force me to read like the autobiography of Malcolm X and COINTELPRO and all this stuff.
So I actually remember you saying that like 15 years ago or something like that. I actually remember you saying that, and I was like, my kids is gonna be reading Huey Newton, like your ass is gonna be like reading, like that's exactly what the fuck you gonna be reading, like make no question about it, because I think I kind of mentioned this a little bit before, like I know someone that has a kid out here, and I feel like their kid has like no idea of like blackness because it's not intentional, and so that you kind of have to like, I feel like you have to, that's why I said I feel like you have to kind of like force it on them. Like you said, so it's like you reading the autobiography of Malcolm X, absolutely.
Yeah. Our saying is that we ain't raising no rules.
Exactly, because no shade, that is the pathway to a rue. Okay, be very, very clear.
Important, but I think at a point in time, like the kid also needs like a worldly viewpoint at the same time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like you're black, right? Yeah, like I know that, obviously. I spent 13 years of my life fucking being forced down my throat. But that doesn't define me. You know what I mean? And I want her to have that same like luxury too.
Yeah.
You know, she could be like, I'm not black, I'm green. You're fucking green. I'm not gonna tell you otherwise.
See, don't come over here. Don't be like, girl, you're black. Okay, you black on black on black.
Tell me a little bit more about why you're green.
Right, you'll be like, girl, no, nobody got time for that. Girl, you was black, okay? No. Like, it's giving no imagination. None. So yeah, I think one of the other things that you are interested in that I have no clue about, like you said you bring the vibes and you always got the aesthetic. And so you are, I think I've hit you too about like art too as well.
Yeah,
it's like what is the broke bitch's guide to art? Because like I just started buying things for my walls, and like my favorite paintings you got me, I was like, oh my god, it was like the best gift ever. It was that Malik Roberts, like small painting, and I love it. Like fits so perfectly in my house. And
Oh,
then
yeah,
I
word.
just started buying other stuff. I think I tried to go to like Amazon for something, and my homegirl was like, "Girl, no, not." Like she
Yeah.
literally sent me, and they're not like $10,000 prints or anything, but like people on Instagram that was like, here are some people like, do not go and just buy some random shit. And then I like put together my own
absolutely
like
not.
Black Panther like newspaper things that I've set up.
And that's
So
fine.
outside of that though, I don't really all my shit is black too. Now I think about it. But outside of that, I don't really have, outside of my Malik Roberts painting. I don't really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
Which
again,
was
so.
him.
And I really
Yeah.
want
It's all
so.
good.
My,
Yeah.
so
It's us.
my
Yeah.
friend has the huge one. Like
Oh,
in his
wow.
house. I mean, it is like
Okay.
half the size of the wall. So that's why I was like, no, I really
Oh, he has
love
the
it.
actual canvas.
Yeah, he has the actual canvas.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
And it's literally, I mean, it like takes up half this wall or something like that. Like,
Wow,
it's
that's
humongous.
incredible.
And he like got it for free. Like I'll tell y'all after here. But
Yeah.
that's how I was first introduced to him. So when you gave it to me, I was like, oh my god, I wanted one so bad. Like,
Yeah.
So what is the broke bitch's guide to art? Like, how do we acquire these? Because all the rich niggas be talking. Jay-Z be talking about Blue kid got a Picasso in her room. Now, I ain't buying no goddamn Picassos and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
A print.
A print. Right.
So the print. So it starts with like understanding like the landscape, right? Like what's popping in art. Right now there's a Black Renaissance.
Okay.
So it's like, okay, Black art is it. But then you can't just go for any artist. Like when you buy into art, you're buying into the person, the story of the person, the trajectory of the person. So like let's just say if I'm into like Malik Roberts, right? I'm gonna look up the whole history of Malik Roberts. Where's he going? Any artist that's like doing like commission work, banned. No. I have a
What
firm
is
stance.
commission work?
Like, oh, here's $1,000. I want you to paint my mom. No.
Okay.
Really?
No.
This is a new nugget. I don't think you told me this.
Yeah. I don't do commission work because it's like I want to see things through your lens.
Right.
Like I want.
That was on an episode of Billions.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, he wouldn't do commission work.
Right.
Yeah, because he was like, the artist felt like he could be bought. And he didn't want to be bought.
Okay.
That shows you that I'm aligned here. So yeah. Yeah. So I don't do any commission anything commission. You typically don't want to fuck with anybody who does commission work because that just shows you they're doing it for money.
Right.
Like.
It's not about the art.
Yeah. So then there's that. Then you want to be like, okay, have you did any exhibits? Have you did any solo shows? If they've done a solo show, then it's like, okay, then you're kind of lit. Then it's like, what gallery did you do the solo show with? And
Pretentious now.
Right? You probably give them the steps.
No, but I get it.
I can break this down on a real nigga level, but basically,
there's like a hierarchy almost.
Yeah, it's like you just don't want to like people be having art in their crib and the shit just like it holds no value. Maybe like on a personal level, but if we're talking about like
an investment.
Yeah, an investment, you want to know that the person is going places.
That's like, remember, like, especially growing up, everybody had the same black art in their house, like the
yeah.
tired lady with the blue.
The Martin Luther King.
Like Martin Luther King. Everybody had like the same exact.
The guy in all white with the piano.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Yeah, he had like the dreads.
Wow.
Yeah.
My parents still have that up. Yeah. Well,
A
because
black ass household.
Black household, but I think even then it's like 90s. I feel like was a good black art renaissance as well. But then it was like people would come to your home and sell art. It was like art parties in that way.
I vaguely.
Yeah, like that was like a
That's
thing.
hard. I never heard of that.
Yeah,
Vaguely.
I don't know about that.
Well, we okay. Apparently, only in Baltimore they had sex parties, art
Wait,
parties,
gallery parties.
Yes, like when we were
Sex toy
younger,
parties.
you have like a sex toy party.
I just had to process that. I was like, okay.
Yeah, yeah. Art. I kind of remember the
like,
art. 'Cause I remember at like Artscape that they would have, like.
And whoever that vendor was, you could chat with them, and they'd be like, and you'd say, I can have some friends come over to my house, and you could sell the art there as well.
Okay.
So my parents would do that all the time.
And was selling
and
art.
was selling art, but it's funny, I didn't pick that up at all.
Come on, art dealers.
They were like,
That's hard.
So it's like a lot of the
That's
art
hard
in
to
the
do.
house was free based off of the relationship they had with the artist.
Wow. Oh, go off.
Yeah.
Come on, community. Oh, that's
I should look into that art now.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not even asking you questions.
Yeah, like you should. Yeah, because like, what is the cost of something like this? Because you went down all these tiers and levels. Like,
I mean, an entry level piece is probably like around 10 bands, something like that.
Wow.
you went on
And your favorite galleries?
Gallery Anthony for sure. Shout out to my guy Easy.
Gallery
and that's
Anthony's
located.
And it's in Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah. Like he's running like this whole Black Renaissance thing. He's at the forefront of it.
So what are some artists that he showcases at this gallery?
Brian Giles, he just did something for Gap. Literally just came out today. Sean Crawford, who designed the Last Supreme line. Mia, the girl that did.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She just took over the Soul House in Chicago. Like he only curates like
And
Black.
you own her first piece.
Yeah. But it's an investment because I'm like, she's lit. She's going.
alone.
10 bands, you damn right. It's an investment shit.
Well, you look at it, like you look at their work. You know what I'm saying? Like she did a lot of stuff for like Nike and some like other brands but.
So when an artist that is a painter essentially is doing something for a brand, what are they doing for Nike exactly?
It could just be like designing content, or it could be like, I want you to remake a shoe model.
Oh, so it's given duplicity in the fact that you can be a painter, but then also, I guess, draw up a sketch to have this actually be a shoe.
Yeah,
got it.
And the new thing is like, I've seen some actual data that showed that Nike and all these brands are making money off Black curators. Black creatives more so than Black celebrities. So let's just say, for example, I'm trying to think of an artist. I don't know. Let's just say if Erykah Badu made her own Reebok shoe, that's only going to sell so much, right? But let's just say if like a Virgil is like, I'm going to come and creative direct, then the sales skyrocket. So the new play is like the Nikes of the world. They reach out to these creators and be like, yo, I want you to step in and co-design this, and then
and build the relationship there.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, because I do feel like you see that a lot, specifically with Nike. Well,
it's
Malik
the new thing.
was like Adidas.
Yeah, exactly. Adidas, so everybody, all of a sudden, every week on Hypebeast is like, this person got appointed to creative director of this and that, which is dope. Shout out to them, but that's the play.
Got it. I mean, everybody gotta eat, I guess.
Yeah.
Right? They gotta eat.
Hire me.
Right. I mean, yeah, you know so much. That's why I said that is a very big investment. So I guess, and then you keep it for 10 years, and is the goal to then sell it, or you're just keeping it and it appreciates, or?
It appreciates, yeah, but this shit it gets addictive at a point. I don't even know what the end goal is because I'm not selling none of it.
Yeah.
I'm giving it all to my daughter.
I was just gonna say it's generational.
Yeah, I'm just giving it. Yeah.
Come on, art gallery in the house. So she ain't gonna be having no problems like me. You like try to buy shit off of Etsy and Etsy got some cute shit too.
No, Etsy got fired.
Yeah, I was like Etsy got some.
Do you fuck with Artsy?
I think that's the one that has like all you can like be very specific and like
you can find artists, you can bid on art.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or talk to like galleries, because it is one thing that he didn't mention, because I was trying to like purchase a piece for him at one point. I think it was like Christmas or something, and I realized like, oh, I can't just buy niggas art. Like I like was DMing an artist, and he was like, oh yeah, well, like my work is here at this gallery, you can reach out to this gallery. And I'm like, oh no, damn nigga, you're not gonna just sell me your shit.
I was gonna go there with it. That's where I was gonna go next. You talking about David Leggett?
Yeah.
Yeah. So another thing with this is you can't just be like, oh, here's 15 racks, I wanna buy this. So the artist needs to know that they want to do their background checks on you.
Oh.
Yeah. Because they don't want their pieces just living anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So it's like, okay, this person has a history with art. He's lit. He's connected to whoop-de-doo, da-da-da-da. He works in music or something. And then they'll be like, okay, cool,
Oh, wow.
Was that a thing when you...
Yeah, deadass.
Was that a thing when you got Mia's first piece?
Yeah.
There was like a vetting that happened, because that's a big deal that happened to artists, like first piece. Like, why wouldn't, as an artist, I hold on to that?
Well, you also have to build a history with the gallery. And I've been like strategically building history with this gallery. Anytime anything comes out, I make sure that I support. I'm there. Me, Janae, and her mom are going to the gallery in April.
It's giving Candyman. Remember, he was like...
Yo, Candyman was lit.
Yeah, it was.
No, so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find those pieces. I want to buy them.
Really?
Yeah, that's just
the ones that he painted, I guess, quote unquote,
Whoever
that were in the
painted
studio.
I mean, honestly though, when you think about it, even remember that Netflix movie, there really is, like you said, and I guess I never even thought about it like that, like this black renaissance of art. That Netflix movie that like Mac was actually in,
with
Kofi.
Yeah. Okay.
I can't even think of the name of it, but like he
was
an
based
artist.
in DC.
Yeah, and he moved to actually Chicago.
Chicago, yep.
Obviously, like Candyman, a whole like I feel art was such a piece of like that was a low key like a character.
Just reminded me, I gotta find it.
I was about to ask you if you ever figured out who the artist was.
I lost my train of thought, but now I'm back on that shit.
You got reminded.
Yeah.
I think they actually say it. I went to a screening. They had like the Q&A after, and because they talk about that, like how art is a character in the show. And then so I think it's on one of them, like not the regular movie, but there's like the extended cut, and they talk about like whoever it was.
Nice.
Nah, you have to go look at it.
Right.
Like, that's the answer right there.
That's all I needed.
There's somebody, and there was another. I'm trying to think. There was another movie or show or something, and it, I feel like it was a very focal point of it. Which, like I said, I love. This is also a very like privileged combo. Like to be like, yeah, we buying $10,000. I'm still gagging at $10,000.
That's the starting price.
I try not to bring that up. You
I told you this is art for broke bitches.
Right.
This is art for bitches that don't know art. Okay.
But
I feel like I've seen some like 35, 4,500.
Yeah. If we, I'm not trying to sound
No. Like 350 is a cute range.
Like 350?
Yes.
That's a print.
Yeah,
well, prints really be like 500.
So let's dissect that one a little bit too, because what you're alluding to is the original painting. Like the artist painted this on canvas. Yeah. I'm buying it for 10 racks.
Yeah.
A reprint.
I better be. Sure.
Well, I guess a print is just literally a copy on a piece of paper of that painting.
Correct. And there will only be like so many copies made. So they'll like Malik, for example, there is the exact canvas, but then he released a select number of prints and they're numbered. So it'd be like 50. And you have like number 35 of 50.
Got it.
They'd be selling those so quick.
Yeah.
I'm sure, because they're like the less expensive version of the actual.
Because even Mia's selling prints of some things.
And her name is just Mia?
Hot fun Mia.
Okay.
She's dope as fuck.
Shout out to you, Mia.
She's raw as hell.
What was I gonna say? What type of art are you looking for when you're like looking? Because I would imagine that the art you have in your home kind of tells a story, and it's not so drastic on like you got this and it doesn't look anything like the next one. So how do you figure out what story you're trying to tell with the art in the house?
So what I do is I've been rotating, right? So I only
It's
buy
a gallery in the home now.
Right.
No, literally. no, like,
rotating.
It's just literally just like it's pieces laying around. Shit, this is a very pretentious conversation now that I think about it.
It really is.
We about to have a part of it. Duh is my favorite word today. We about to have another part of it.
Yeah. All right. So basically, I started off. I wanted like that classic, like kind of like more modern. No. Like more like 1960s style black art at first when you walk in. Like that's when I had like the painting of the families and stuff like that. And all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, okay, now I want something like more like modern and cultural and funny. And then that's when like the whole thing when I got like the more modern pieces.
Yeah. Like the Felix and
like the Felix, like I wanted to be happy, and then when we get our house, I've been thinking about that because again I know what you're into, so so I was thinking like when we do that, it starts off like very like blackish, very like dimly lit, and then as it goes toward my room. In my man cave, that's when I start having all like the pop funny shit.
Oh, the one where niggas first baby mamas look like this or whatever.
I gotta show y'all this. I gotta show them after this.
Who's the artist?
So it's giving personal taste.
David.
David Leggett.
Yeah.
So basically, long story short, I'm into pop art right now.
Got it.
That's it.
Got it. It's an artist. Her name's Rebecca Maria. Have you heard of her?
Probably if I've seen it.
She's doing like more hip hop pop art, where it's like hip hop moments of like Lil Wayne and like the Pink Bape.
Yeah, like that's where I'm at right now.
Okay,
yeah,
you should check her out. Like I want to buy something so bad. I think she's about to do a collab with Sean Brown, but I think it's gonna be reprints.
Word, okay.
But one to check out. I think she's based in Toronto actually.
Okay, word. I'll get the gram after.
I just can't afford it, but I just look at it on the Instagram.
Me neither.
But yeah, like these, like I think she has another painting that, you know, when Virgil and Kanye like hugged each other.
Yeah. Wow, I forgot I did see that.
Yeah, she like painted that like
I
the
saw
moment
that.
of them.
Yeah, I think I did see that.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
Because they don't have like the features aren't in their faces.
Right. It's all. It's like a silhouette.
Yeah,
but it's still
I
in
did see
color.
that.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I did see that.
Favorite. Like the whole baby's room would be those moments.
Yeah.
But you know, like the biggest private gallery in the world was started by a couple, and they would buy $25 paintings every Friday. And it's the biggest private gallery in the world.
You said they would buy $25 paintings every Friday?
Mm-hmm.
Is this the people who started the shit in Miami, Lord? I can't think about it.
Yeah.
Art Basel.
Yeah.
Oh,
A black couple started that?
No, I didn't say it was black. I just said.
Oh, sorry. Okay,
I said it was broke.
See,
bringing this full circle, breaking it down on a broke person level, I guess.
That's how.
No, that's what you said.
That's what you said for broke bitches.
That's what you
said. I did. So another thing, like you said, this is a like high level combo, and a lot of times like outside of art, or actually that's inclusive of art, I hear it every single solitary day at work too, like our NFTs, and it constantly comes up. I feel like you constantly see it. Rappers are getting involved with it, and you know if it's like digital currency and art. What the fuck is an NFT?
Non-fungible token.
I fucking hate NFTs. All right, so. I'm going to preface this conversation with that. Basically, it's a non-fungible token.
I said fungible.
Yeah, it's a non-fungible token. It's okay, baby. It's a non-fungible token. Basically, meaning that it's authenticated. It's yours. Nobody can duplicate it. And that's just it. Technically, yeah. Like
it is digital, so I can take a screenshot of it.
You can take a screenshot of it, but if you look on the blockchain, it's going to say Tierra owns it. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
But you can sell them.
Yeah, just selling the rights to it.
I still don't. Yeah, child, it be going over my head. It's just something that I don't even know if I care to like learn about some days. Like,
okay. So think about it like this, right? It's like, it's like you know how a record label owns a catalog, right? And you like legally own that catalog. And if I try to upload that same catalog, it'll get pulled down or something like that. If I try to sell it, I can get sued.
Or like even now, if you upload some shit for too long on your story, they remove it
because you don't own the right.
Because you don't own it, and then all it's saying is you own it. It's authenticated by the blockchain, and that's it. It's the same thing as a contract. But
and the blockchain is the digital currency that you use, the ledger of the digital currency that you use to purchase.
Yeah, it's the operating system for crypto.
Okay.
Yeah, basically.
Where's Earn? That damn crypto combo. That crypto combo was like, what?
Shout out to Earn.
Yeah. I think the other thing too about NFTs, and for me it's like over my head a little bit, but I get it. But I think another way is for creators to actually make more money, where it's like, this is content that is mine, that is not distributed through a medium like a label, that I can sell to a fan or a fan basically, and that they can own that. So if I'm an artist, Daryl, I released this one song that I was going to put on my album, but I decided not to put on my album. I can do it as like, all right, here's your NFT. Whoever buys it for $1 million, that's your song now. Like, you're the only person who can have the song. Granted, if you decide to release the song, other people can hear it too, but I don't know what streaming services are going to do in regards to acknowledging that song is someone else's TT's rights, but essentially you would own that song. So artists have done it, like The Weeknd's done it, but we have heard that song as well. So it's like, what is it behind that? Like, what does it mean for me to own this song if I release it and other people have heard it?
it's just it's a vanity play. It's the same thing of just like owning anything. You know, it's just the whole thrill of being like, I own this shit.
Right.
You know, like
right.
the whole.
And what you gonna do? Show me on your phone? Like you
Yeah,
just
like, look.
you got to hold up. Like, look, this is the song I bought.
I guess
like,
it'll come full circle when we're all immersed in the metaverse.
right.
Yeah.
And you
I
come to my
guess.
island in the
What?
metaverse
Yeah.
to hear that
And
song.
you see my
My
digital
catalog.
art gallery
Right.
in my
Yeah.
digital house.
Yeah, technically.
Y'all know, as I've talked about so frequently, I still can't understand Apple Pay. So I'm like literally.
Oh,
like,
man, okay.
What?
And I think it's
What?
just because too we're like in the very beginnings of it all. I always say just think of the fucking Sims. Like just think of like
I
being
never
a Sim.
played that.
And I
You ever play Grand Theft Auto?
I watched my sister play it.
Grand Theft Auto is basically like the metaverse before the metaverse.
Yeah.
Of just craziness.
It's open world. You know, there's houses and you can get cars and do shit. It's the metaverse.
Right.
Yeah.
And we're just on the beginnings of it, so it just doesn't make sense. But in like 10, 15 years, like
It's the Wild Wild West over there now. They got slaves and shit and all of that.
I'm
They
sure
got
In the metaverse?
Yeah, They
Yeah.
they're selling black slaves on there.
A girl got raped.
Wait, what?
Yeah. She
Yeah.
said she
Yeah.
got gang raped.
Yeah, in the metaverse. Yeah.
yeah, that was.
I'm
It's
so
a mess.
curious. I need to like move. I really
Mark and
need
them,
to
they gotta
like,
fix it.
Yeah.
They got to do some cleaning up.
I see you over there laughing. Yeah.
I have so many questions. Like,
Yeah, all these things happen because it's not regulated. Like there's no
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
so
Something
anybody can join the
watching.
metaverse? Like, how do you even get there?
Well, there are a lot of metaverses right now.
Yeah. But the
I don't
thing,
think I actually ever like delved into this. If I'm being completely honest.
it's a thing, but I'm more so just sitting back and waiting to see like the concept. I understand the metaverse concept, but I want to see how it's going to be applied.
Yeah.
Like what's going to be like the primary platform that's going to host it.
That's
You
the
know
thing,
what I mean?
because it's many platforms right now where it's like Meta. Everybody knows, Facebook is open theirs with the, Mark doing his whole thing about it. But like Amazon has one. Technically, there's some games that are metaverses. Like what is it, Roblox?
So there's
Yeah.
not one metaverse.
No.
Oh, okay. So
No.
I just learned how to do Roblox or whatever.
Okay, that is an example of one.
Yeah.
Got
It's
it.
through a
Okay.
game.
But it's eventually going to get monopolized. I feel
Yeah,
like. Just like
and just right, and
It kinda
not
has
to
to.
politics as usual, but if Congress was anything worth using, then they would already be on top of like putting in things in place so that it isn't monopolized like how the tech world is, right? So now anybody can develop an app, but the goal is to sell it to one of the bigger app people, so like Apple, Amazon,
Right.
Facebook, etc. Hence why Instagram is owned by Facebook, blase, and now there's no way of creating like another Facebook. It's just they've monopolized it so
Right.
much. So, and because Congress did not jump on it on time, it is monopolized. So if they were smart, they would be on top of it. But
But I get the ease of one platform. Whereas like
Yeah.
we're all in one metaverse, it kind of makes it easier. And like you see companies like Nike like filing patents for designs for NFTs.
it's a race for
yeah,
it.
Nike bought my guy's company.
Mm.
They're leading their whole NFT thing, artifacts.
Right. So it's like I can buy, Tiffany Nikes in like in the metaverse kind of thing.
Yeah.
And like
But do you wear them in real life?
my
No.
avatar will wear them.
Your avatar.
Nigga, what?
They're trying to push everybody into like just it don't matter what you do in real life. Your real
Right.
life doesn't matter. And honestly, we kind of see it already via Instagram because we know everyone knows, quote unquote, that Instagram isn't real.
Yeah.
And yet,
Niggas
the
living
more
for
that
the
it's
gram.
the
Right.
more that we live on it, you still
That is
kind
the
of believe
reality.
that exactly
Yeah.
that everything that and everybody is living is true,
Right.
right?
Child, it is giving the Matrix. Like,
Yeah.
I am so
And
confused,
then it's like
child.
you
I'm Morpheus
combine-
to the, or no, I'm actually not. I'm that little, what's his name? The little mouse, the little tiny one.
What is it,
The one that died. No, in the Matrix.
I ain't seen that shit
I
in so
ain't-
long.
Actually, I recently watched it.
Yeah.
I actually love that movie.
Nah, Matrix is hard.
Yeah, I love it.
I just haven't seen it in a while.
Yeah. But I think you also add COVID and people being home a lot into
Yeah.
this thing as well, where it's like we already are training ourselves to be online.
Yeah, and I don't think it
at
was by
home.
accident either. I think
So-
we had this conversation before.
Yeah.
She on her Hotep shit. But
Yeah.
You did say that,
sprinkle a little bit of something to keep people in the house.
Yes.
Like, had this been had the NFTs, metaverse been introduced when we were in 2018, 2019, I don't care about that shit, I'm outside.
Yeah.
But you pay more attention to it because it's something of like, well, shit, we are virtual, shit. So like, is this something that I would do if I gotta stay home for a little while?
Yeah.
And talk to people? And you can see it pop up in the workplace a little bit, where it's like, you know, we're all, like, my company's all on camera, but like, we could sit here as individual avatars and you get emotion, and I can make my avatar do something funny in the meeting that, I don't know, but it could spiral into so many other things.
Yeah. But also, we're millennials, right? So we still remember life before social media, life before like being super immersed into a digital space, right? You remember when you were 10 and you rode your bike, where you could find all of your friends based off of who's all the bikes being outside somebody's house. Like our children, you know, our daughter is like generation
not a thing anymore.
Yeah,
That's
you know,
not a
Gen
thing.
Z, they grew up in social media, in digital, like that. Like Jessie,
Like, niggas not
that's
apart.
her world, you know. So for them, this might make more sense.
Yeah,
right.
for
But
sure.
for us, we're still very much attached, which I don't think is a bad thing, right? But we're still very much so attached to understanding the importance of like touching somebody, like physical touch, experiencing
that
people.
is me, y'all. Like I said, I'm
Yeah.
mama. Like
Reach out and touch.
I am literally like, what? Yeah.
Over your
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's,
so
cra-
much.
it's a crazy concept. I mean, I get the idea of the metaverse and NFTs because it's like, you know, a universe beyond the universe, but it's a lot. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
And also, like, people that do like physical art and buy like pieces and stuff, they hate NFTs.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
that's why you never see like a Malik Roberts or anything do like an NFT or anything, or even mention it. Like, they hate it. They hate that shit, and so do I.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
The problem with NFTs is like, I think the concept is dope. Is like authenticating something. Yeah, like that's dope.
Right.
The problem is that people are taking art and just selling it, like making random shit, like pictures of people on subways and then selling it for $3,000, and it's a seller's market. Nobody's like, oh, let me try to find a cool NFT for my wallet. You know, people are just people are just doing it because they're trying to flip,
Right.
Yeah.
like it's a stock or something. You know what I'm saying? So.
That's true.
Yeah.
And then you got niggas with pictures of apes as their
And that's a
That
whole
shit
and that's a
corny
whole
as
other
fuck,
story,
bro. That shit's corny.
Nobody thinks that's weird.
And why you want to be an
I
ape?
know I don't get it. Like,
Right? Why I gotta be an ape?
Why you want to be an ape and pay all this money to be and pick out? All right, so let me get that number 33.
That's spiraling me back. Like that's giving like minstrel show and shit.
Yeah.
it does look like that a little bit.
Yeah. Also my guy Ryder, he was Kanye's creative. Kanye and Travis creative director for a while. Jewish kid. He did a whole full comprehensive breakdown on how like that ape shit is racist as fuck.
Yeah, and niggas
Oh,
are just
wow.
buying into it because you see Future, Gunna, Steph Curry having their like profile pictures as apes.
So it's not the same one?
Nah, you get like different
No.
ones.
You get different
I actually
ones.
thought they were all the
And
same
they'll
one.
change like a hat. One will be
Right.
wearing a hat
Right.
like Dee Dee's hat or something like that.
And like Steph's is like wearing blue and gold. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe I need to pay a little bit more attention too. I had no idea.
You'll notice now.
No, yeah, you're
I'll
gonna see it.
notice
You're gonna see it now.
I definitely thought it was all the same,
Yeah.
like monkey, ape.
But if you
whatever.
go to the page, there's a whole catalog basically where they'll even tell you if somebody owns this one that they're like posting.
Child.
Yeah, it's just a vanity thing.
Yeah.
Imagine in 2022 being proud to be an ape. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a spiraling us way back.
Yeah, it is.
I don't like that. Mm-mm.
You could have just drew my ass. For
Yeah.
real.
Very, very, very much so. So our ending show questions are: what would you tell your younger self?
Shit. Save more money? I don't know.
That is. That's a good. We don't get those skills.
Yeah.
We just think about a $10,000 art. It's the same one. I love it.
I don't know. Probably would have went to school or something.
You didn't go to school?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
No.
That's good to know. You don't have to go to school to be successful.
Hell
No, hell no.
That shit is a scam.
It's a
School is
scam like a
absolutely a
motherfucker.
scam. I think school to me is specifically college. I think it's just like the holding piece before you get to be an adult.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
can
It's like
be a child.
daycare
it's the
for adults. It's like
experiences.
you don't know where you want to go, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
put you here.
Yeah.
You got 4 years to figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you still most of the time don't even
No.
know. And then you come
Right.
out, you have all this fucking debt. Like
All this fucking day.
I
Yeah,
came
school's
out
a
not
scam.
doing what I went in there for.
Same.
Yeah, I am.
I-
Same to
again,
every person I know.
I'm the only bitch that is doing what they went to school
I know
for.
that's right.
That's
like,
come on.
we're still giving
The
ways.
1%.
Yeah,
Just
right.
give
Literally.
away.
Because
Because it's like all the shit I learned, I'm not applying, and that could even be said for high school.
Well, so no, and mine is like I said, I went to school for essentially what I have done and do, but nothing that I learned in school can I apply to what I do now. Like
Yeah.
nothing. I cannot think of one, like publicity lesson that I
Yeah.
learned in college that I've ever applied.
What about drawing up a press release?
I mean, it was more so, the weird thing is it was more so like crisis management. And so that's more so what they would teach you, but it's like the crisis that we're being taught are completely different from the crisis that I have right now. You know?
Right.
So and
Shit,
that's
wow.
the thing. And now, when I think about it, like we were doing media buying, which is something completely separate, and like we never wrote a press release.
Right.
And literally,
Wow.
my major was like it was journalism publicity, and never wrote a press release. Like
Wow.
I still can't write one too much.
That's all right.
They'd be like,
Well,
here's
somebody-
$50.
yeah.
Yeah.
The thing was,
$50. Somebody write
Somebody's
shit,
job.
please.
Yeah.
And then the second question is, what do you know for sure?
What I know for sure that I don't know, I'm gonna die.
So dark.
you know something for sure.
I know she's for sure.
No.
Did I save it?
I mean, that's real.
Yeah, I think you
That's real.
You said no?
You said so many
said
things
yes.
to me,
Yeah.
just in general. You use your imagination to change the situation.
Oh yeah, but when you're saying that, I need to understand the context of the
Oh,
question.
okay. So that comes from like from a stop.
Yeah, contextualize.
That comes from Oprah, right? So the other half of our show, Oprah, but she has a book called
Okay.
What I Know for Sure, and in the book she talks about all these things that she knows for sure. So like she'll say, I know that God is real because XYZ. For me, I'll say like,
Oh yeah.
I know that I believe in myself, or just something like what is one thing that you absolutely know to be.
Like I said, I'm
For
gonna
sure.
die. That is
Yeah,
like.
I don't
I mean, like, yes, that's for
It's just
sure. Like,
Be
yes.
like, God, pay taxes.
Nah, so I took the question very literal. I'm like,
Okay.
I know for sure that's coming up.
Very, very, very literal.
Wow. But yeah.
Nah, but in regards to one thing I know is like you said, I always say a quote, like Nas said it, you use your imagination to change the situation, right? And I know that as long as I have that, my imagination, then I can, I can change anything.
You never lose that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
I love that.
Word up.
So where can people find you? Not on Twitter.
Oh, yeah, clearly. I had to delete mine. It's Punch on Instagram.
Love it. How did you get the nickname Punch?
So when I was born, I was 10 and a half pounds. I was big as hell and had curly
You
hair.
broke your mama.
And broke my mom's pelvis.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. And
Oh my God. Oh, that's
Stories
good.
like that.
Oh, I just got chill. Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Broken pelvis.
yeah. And they said I was like Pancho Villa, who was like the Mexican bandit, whatever. And then so growing up, really like my mom would call me like Punch, Panch, which is the short for Pancho Villa, whatever. But then when I be outside kicking it, and like the kids ask me what my name is, I'm like, it's Punch, like Panch. They're like, what Punch? Like, no, it's Punch with a PA. And I was just like, all right, fuck it.
Just go with it.
Yeah, I just ran
Because
with it.
they're hearing something else.
Yeah. But if like you go around my family, like they call me like Punch.
I love nickname origin stories.
And this is like a birth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I've had it for a long time, but people think it's from like fighting and shit, so I run with it because it sounds more masculine.
I mean, you do.
Yeah, I do.
Not it
Oh
sounds
my
more
God. I'm
masculine.
dead. Oh my
I
God.
believe it.
Yeah,
Oh,
and so it's actually worked out perfectly.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. Well, the quote is actually from the Kanye documentary. It is what Pharrell told Kanye when episode 1, when Kanye was Hungry Child, not episode 3.
When he played him that song?
Yes. What was he playing? What song was he playing?
Through the Wire.
Through the Wire.
Yeah.
And it, you're gonna make it, and when you make it, keep the same perspective, still keep the same hunger, and once niggas tell you you're hot, still doubt yourself. I mean, Kanye never did that, but
Not at all.
Not at
he
all.
believed his
But
own
look
hype.
at him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Right.
I guess it worked. So
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
yeah, I love that joke.
Thank you, Punch.
Man, thanks
For
for
this
having me.
combo. I just adore the fact that both of y'all is just sitting next to each other.
Yeah, you saw a move. No, I was like, we moving, we switching. Yeah, I wanted to see.
But I asked to be on the show. She didn't ask me. I asked.
I love it though.
You want to know why?
Why?
So one day we were sitting. You don't even know this, but one day we were sitting watching Netflix, right? And then I was like, and I was gonna select the movie because we usually take turns or whatever. And then she said,
That's so nice. I don't.
No.
experience that,
But more so, more so. It's more so just me, right? But she said something to the extent of like, she was like, it doesn't matter. We're gonna watch what you want to watch anyway. And that just like set off like a big light bulb in my head. And I'm like, okay.
That's some
I
shit
love
would
that you
say.
paid attention to that though, because a lot of times it's just like like
fucking
keep it
36 years later, like now it goes off. I was like, oh, I'm looking at this very like one-sided. So
yeah.
from then I made an effort to I'm making an effort to just immerse myself more in her world and watch shows that she want to watch. And things.
I love that.
That's so
And-
sweet,
Well,
baby.
welcome to the
Right.
pod.
Right, welcome.
Yeah, so I was like, let me see what this podcast is about.
I
Let
love
me-
that.
let me
Do you
stop
pick
this.
shows or do you just watch whatever?
Well, I mean, at this point, it's
That's like
8 years.
I was gonna say,
but
as small
it's
as
like
that is, it's actually like a very big thing.
He's
No,
more
that's
into
the thing.
TV than
Yeah.
I am. Like, if he's not around, I don't really watch TV.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah. So he's a TV person, so it doesn't really matter. And I know it's going to be something we both want to watch. And then if it's something I don't want to watch, he'll just watch on his own time. Like, I'm sure he's watching shit now that I would never watch.
got it. Okay.
Yeah.
I take that TV shit serious. You
Yeah,
watch
he
the
does
show
too.
without me, that's damn near cheating.
Yeah, same.
yeah,
I know he's not watching something that we're already watching together.
Like, I
He's
know you
watching
didn't
new
watch the new
shit.
episode of Power without me.
Oh, yeah.
No,
At least tell me in advance so I can have some
Yeah.
time while
Wait,
I'm
what
away
was
to
we
watch
watching
it.
that was already watched? And he was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I was-
Somebody watched this shit out. And I was like, it wasn't me.
I was like, wait a minute,
Niggas
hold
got
on.
this password.
Yeah.
I don't
Or at least
know
tell
what
me
it
you
was.
Yeah,
about
I
to
just
watch
tell
it.
me.
watch it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I honestly, I don't know. We're both very strong individuals, and we definitely don't be watching TV together no more.
Oh, yeah?
Like, no, not like. There's not one show that we watch together.
For real?
Not one. Not
Well,
one.
Love and Marriage, Huntsville coming back.
But then it's like I gotta watch it on my time. Shit, I'm like I'm free Sunday. You not? I be watching shit.
Oh, because
Oh.
of scheduling.
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
okay.
So
It's
there's
easier when
not-
you live together, I think, to be
Yeah, to
on the
watch it.
same
Yeah.
wavelength with a show.
Yeah, no, for sure. But
Yeah.
I love that though.
Yeah, I like so nowadays I just like watch whatever she want to watch, but she been coming with fire, so I'm like, shit. I love it here.
It's not that bad. Yeah, it's not that bad. Like you said, take turns. I love
Yeah.
that.
It's just that love and basketball wives thing. I can't really get.
Oh, he's not a reality TV
The
guy.
reality TV.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
that's
all
okay.
I
Yeah,
watch.
that's on my.
All right,
time.
actually, Honesty Hour, Love and Hip Hop New York is kind of fire. Remember I was watching?
Oh
that?
yeah,
Is
you
that still
did
on?
watch it. No,
All right,
that's
all right.
now they
Well,
only
that
do
just-
like
that shows you
getaway
how far
trips
removed I
and
am, but-
shit. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
I like that.
They made it weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all know I don't watch that. That's
Not
the one I
that,
don't
not
watch.
that franchise.
Yeah.
Own has some fire.
Own got fire?
Yeah.
Oh, has the best reality TV
That's
shows.
reality TV.
I was watching it. You not with it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the one with the wine thing? Oh,
That was on but that was like
Oh, yeah, that was-
scripted.
The
That
fact
was,
that y'all knew what y'all was
yeah.
talking about and used no fucking words. Was that the one with the, yeah, that was the one. Love it. There was
Oh my
no
God.
words used.
That's
I
funny.
love it. Well, thank you guys. Thank you, Punch. Thank you for immersing us in the metaverse.
Thanks for having me. I hate the metaverse.
Coming.
Same.
Thanks for having me.
Real
I want to be a
world.
reoccurring,
guest.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, whenever we come to LA, come on.
for
Yeah.
sure. Me, Mouse, you got to get your boyfriend.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
that's
because we're
great.
just gonna be arguing. Hell no. You know me and Mouse cannot be around other couples, child. It is giving arguments.
We'll make that happen.
It should
Just
be
one
three,
time.
it should be everybody, like all,
Right.
all the
Cause it's gonna
couples.
be,
Yeah.
y'all gonna be like all like and like and Daryl gonna be all lovey-dovey. Y'all gonna be all lovey-dovey. It's gonna be like, nigga, fuck you. No, fuck you, nigga. We're literally that little boy in the car. It's like, suck my dick. Like,
y'all be
every
really
episode has been
lovey-dovey
disaster.
too.
No,
Okay, so
every episode has been disaster.
episode.
It was like, that nigga's never coming on again.
Okay.
Like,
He was fine when we did
last one was
200.
fine.
Yeah, he did 199 and
that's because he
200.
like hosted it. He wasn't really a guest. No, he's not allowed anymore.
We'll let him host it.
Wow.
Really?
Then he can dictate the
Not you,
conversation.
Dan and Mouse.
Right. Let him host.
No, he like flat out like argued.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't. That was an argument.
On what
Because
episode?
I really didn't.
No, because
take
that
it
was
as
the one. Remember we were. Bye, y'all.
Right.
I was like, we are not doing this. Bye.
Peace.
I'm gonna cut that.
I was about to go down it too. I was literally.
I really was confused.
Remember
like,
the
I don't
one that
listen.
we did with him?